Hey guys, I'm Kurt with Luma III, and we are the original designers, inventors, and manufacturers of the world's first and only LED color correct spray gun attachment, the Aurora. This is our version 2 product. Each product comes in a box, like so. These products are meant and built to fit some of the most popular spray guns in the world, such as your Sada spray guns, your DeVilbiss, Untitled. So there's a good handful of those guns, mainly the HVLP gravity-fed spray guns that we fit. So this is what comes in each package. You get a sweet little sticker, and of course the product itself comes with 2 rechargeable 9-volt batteries and a wall charger. And those 9-volt batteries just go on the back side of your light, just like so. Obviously, you're gonna want one on the gun and then one in the charger while you're painting, so you've got one charging up, and so you've got basically a full day's worth of illumination if you need it, about 8 hours, roughly. So that's how they turn on. It's a manual turn on as of right now. We build these out of a nylon glass blend. The materials we utilize to make this are relatively impervious to chemicals, things of like lacquer thinners, gun wash, spray paint. These glass inserts are borosilicate glass inserts, so they're incredibly durable. They're chemical proof. You can clean it off with lacquer thinner, you can clean it off with gun wash, aircraft stripper, and it's not gonna hurt these lenses. If you get any kind of overspray on these lenses, you can always come back later and clean it off with steel wool or a razor blade, and it's not gonna scratch the lenses. So good and durable, and great for the environment that you're painting in. I'll show you how this guy fits real quick. So each of our designs is meant to fit just behind the air cap of the spray gun itself. This is the Untitled LS400. This one's the Supernova. And this one fits specifically behind the air cap with a bracket that attaches to the needle package. So you gotta do, and a lot of these are similar in design, but not quite the same. They differ from spray gun to spray gun. So this one specifically, you lip over, and you put a little bit of pressure on that bracket, and it's just going to snap right inside there, just like so. And then go ahead and screw your air cap back on, and that air cap is gonna put just a little bit of pressure on that needle package, and you wanna make sure that your air horns are not spinning. And then you are ready to paint. So a lot of the benefits to our product specifically, being able to utilize the light in the spray booth on the spray gun while you're painting is incredibly helpful because you can visualize the spray pattern as it's being laid down, especially with like your clear coats over the top of really dark colors or really light colors. Whites, you tend to get snow blinded really easily, and so this really allows you to see that spray pattern and see where your overlap pass is at, because sometimes you just get snow blinded. When it comes to metallics and pearls, being able to visualize exactly how your pearl laydown looks, making sure that you're keeping a consistent laydown, you've got just the right amount of coverage. So where this is really helpful, especially when basing before the clear coat. So with a lot of your color coats, you wanna make sure that as you're going over that sealer, that's good and covered before you clear it and you get out in the sunlight. So this is great for better being able to see what that transparency looks like, especially with some yellows. I know even some reds out there are relatively transparent. And anymore though, I feel like paints do a pretty good job with a couple coats, and coverage is great, but this is just a great way to double check, making sure you have coverage in a lot of your lower areas and angled areas as well. Bumpers, it's easy to miss spots, especially because there's so many angles and it can be very dark. Even in a well-lit booth, you have an angle down inside of where the fog light might be or sit that's just hard to see. Being able to visualize your metallic laydown, your pearl coat layout is incredibly important, especially when it comes to consistency. And if you're trying to blend one panel to the next and it's a tri-coat, for example, you wanna make sure that you're able to effectively visualize where that blend needs to end, but it also blends in a way that the customer cannot tell that it's even been painted. So where our product really comes in handy, especially being able to, when painting base coats, metallic coats, pearl coats, being able to visualize what your metallic consistency looks like along with your pearl laydown and pearl consistency, especially in blends. And when painting things like bumpers or very angular pieces with a lot of protrusions, you want to make sure that you're getting all of those angles and down inside of those angles where they may not be very well lit. And so this is just a nice way to double check your job as it's on the spray gun right before you lay down clear, because you don't want to have an inconsistency in your metallic or your base coat. Clear over it and then get your product outside and realize that there's a spot that you did not get well enough coverage, right? Or you did not get a consistent amount of metallic laydown that now you're having to go back and redo a job. Clear coat, this is a really nice feature, mainly because when you're painting a lot of whites, blacks, or lighter colors and darker colors, you tend to get snow blinded at certain angles inside of the spray booth. And so this highlights your spray pattern in a way that you can more effectively see your spray edge and better judge and understand if you need to be making a 50% overlap, of 70% overlap, depending on your technique. It's a really good measurement tool at the same time when you are putting clear onto a panel. And then going back to your bumpers and more angular pieces, making sure that you have coverage and that you're meeting the wet edge from the last pass and you don't have any dry spots before hopping out of the booth and letting that thing cure.